Police arrest failed candidate in shootings at Democrats. Get the gat, get the gat, get the gat. That's how we doing it now. It's on site for the opposing party. Lately, politics has been nothing but a bunch of sore losers, and the way someone behaves after they lose an election should tell you that they weren't fit for the position they were running for in the first place. A 39-year-old felon who overwhelmingly lost a bid for the New Mexico State House as a Republican paid for 4 men to shoot at Democratic lawmakers' homes in recent months, including one house where a 10-year-old girl was asleep, police said. The good people of New Mexico knew exactly what they were doing when they didn't vote for this guy. He's a criminal, but not a criminal like all the other politicians. They just want to rob you. This guy is okay with murder. The case against Solomon Pena, who had posted photos of himself online with Donald Trump campaign material. Trump has a special following, doesn't he? I mean, special like bless their hearts special. Is one of dozens across the United States where people have threatened and in some cases attempted to carry out violence against members of Congress, school board members, and other election officials. In Kansas, a trial began this week for a man who prosecutors say threatened to kill a congressman. If you bumped into me on the streets and told me this happened, I would not believe you. I would say this was an episode of House of Cards. With the sensible people that followed Trump came along a bunch of mindless drones, and it just snowballed into some sort of cult worship that nobody saw coming. Officials accused Pena of paying $500 to 4 men to shoot at the homes of Democratic lawmakers. He went along for the final drive-by, his gun jamming as bullets ripped into the bedroom of the girl, police said. The criminal complaint against the self-proclaimed MAGA king self-proclaimed is very accurate because he lost by such a wide margin. I don't even think anyone knew he was running. Describes how anger over his landslide defeat in November led to attacks at the homes of 4 Democratic lawmakers in New Mexico's largest city. A SWAT team arrested him Monday afternoon, police said. Instead of wasting that $500 on a botched hit attempt, you could have went to Office Depot and pressed up some flyers. Ran a few Twitter ads. Pena spent 9 years behind bars after his arrest in April 2007 for stealing electronics and other goods from several retail stores as part of what authorities describe as a burglary crew, a gang. He was released from prison in March 2016 and had his voting rights restored after completing 5 years probation in April 2021. Corrections officials said, "What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna run for office." This is exactly what happens when you let someone with no military background, no background in diplomacy, intelligence, or tactics get in the driver's seat. Now you got everybody believing that they can do it too. I want one too. I want one too. Me too. Me too. Pena ran unsuccessfully. Unsuccessfully is a very modest term. In November against incumbent state rep Miguel P. Garcia, the longtime Democrat representing House District 14 in the South Valley. Pena got 26% of the vote. Pena, whose criminal past came up during the campaign, repeatedly made baseless claims that the election was rigged against him. More people bought raffle tickets on the last day of the carnival than voted for him. 26% in a 2-person election must be a sobering kick in the stones. I dissent. I am the MAGA king. Womp womp. Tell your story, Walken. He posted the day after the election. How is this process open and not invitation? A 10-minute conversation with this guy would have let you know that he wasn't fit to run for anything. He just wasting everybody's time. On November 15th, he posted an image of himself in a Make America Great Again hoodie saying Trump just announced for 2024. I stand with him. I never conceded my House District 14 race, now researching my options. The way grown men worship this man as grown men themselves puzzles me. This guy was willing to commit murder just for a chance to brown-nose Trump should he win the election in 2024. It's not even guaranteed he's going to win the election. Pena has an initial court appearance Wednesday on charges including multiple counts of shooting at a home and shooting from a motor vehicle, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, conspiracy, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Sheesh. No one was wounded in the drive-by shootings. The New Mexico Republican Party said that if Pena is found guilty, he must be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.